Over in the Middle East, air raid sirens echoed across Tel Aviv today as the United States Secretary of State Antony Blinken prepared to end a visit. Smoke apparently from an intercepted projectile could be seen in the sky above the hotel where Blinken was staying. Meanwhile, at the border, fighting between Israel and the militant group Hezbollah intensified as both sides exchanged rockets and airstrikes. Tessa Bennett joins us with all the updates. Tessa, what can you tell us?
Manisa, Lebanon's health ministry says at least 28 people have been killed and 139 wounded in the past 24 hours. That brings the total toll over the past year of conflict between Israel and Hezbollah to more than 2,500 killed and over 12,000 wounded. In Lebanon came under heavy bombardment today. Huge clouds of thick smoke billowed above residential buildings. Residents sifted through what remained of their homes after they were hit with airstrikes. Israel says it was targeting Hezbollah command and control centers in the area. Eyewitness footage from yesterday captured a building in southern Beirut collapsing after a missile strike. Today, Israel's army released this video of Israeli jets hitting what it says were Hezbollah weapons storage and manufacturing facilities and command centers in Beirut. The strikes came 2 days after the Israeli army said the Iranian-backed militant group stashed hundreds of millions of dollars in cash and gold in a bunker under a hospital in the capital of Lebanon. Today, the U.S. said it hasn't seen evidence that there's a Hezbollah bunker under that hospital.
We've not seen evidence of that at this point, but we'll continue to collaborate with our Israeli counterparts to gain better fidelity on exactly what they're looking at.
Sirens were heard in central and northern Israel today as Hezbollah claimed it targeted a military base north of Tel Aviv. It delayed U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken's departure to Saudi Arabia. The diplomat is in the Middle East this week, hoping to revive Gaza ceasefire and hostage release negotiations.
In the space of a year, it's managed to dismantle Hamas's military capacity. It's destroyed much of its arsenal. It's eliminated its senior leadership, including, most recently, Yahya Sinwar. This has come at the cost, great cost, to Palestinian civilians in Gaza. Now is the time to turn those successes into an enduring strategic success.
Blinken's visit comes as Israel has been planning a response to a ballistic missile barrage carried out by Iran on October 1st. Meanwhile, in Gaza, thousands of people fled towards Gaza City as Israeli forces intensified a siege of northern parts of the Palestinian enclave, surrounding hospitals and refugee shelters and ordering residents to head south. A project coordinator in Gaza for Doctors Without Borders described what healthcare workers are currently dealing with.
They're describing scenes where they are unable to get to people dying in the street because it's too dangerous to go out, and unable to treat the patients that they have inside due to a lack of medical supplies.
The UN's main agency in Gaza says living conditions continue to deteriorate for thousands of people trapped in the Jabalia refugee camp. UNRWA says water supply has run out and food is running low. This, as a UN report says, the impact of the war could erase more than 69 years of progress in the enclave. Also today, the United Nations Palestinian Refugee Agency, UNRWA, said one of its staff members was killed when a vehicle was hit in the central Gaza Strip.